We're back, and Sandy, you've been so quiet sitting over there. Let me ask you a question, and this is really important because, you know, you and I worked with a gal that does cancer patients.
Correct.
And what's amazing about this system is it does work with them, but how many salons are out there that actually work with cancer patients?
Very few, because once they contact the American Cancer Society, they have to go get certified through them to be able to do this. And it's about preparing the skin and their scalp and basically measuring the head and making sure it's a good fit. Because like with any wig, you don't want it shifting during the course of the day, and it's going to happen because, you know, you're moving around, you have perspired for a variety of reasons, whatever it's going to shift. And it's a very sticky type of situation for most people who have to wear the wig. This case, basically, as their hair comes back in, they have the volume, they look stunning, and that confidence level comes back again. I know as a child growing up, my grandmother had 7 hairs on the top of her head, and the back of her hair was completely thick. I don't really remember her ever not wearing a wig through my entire childhood. This would have been revolutionary back 25 years ago when she was still living.
Right, and
would have
I
been
think,
huge.
and my grandmother lost her hair too, and you could see her scalp. And it's amazing how many women are out there that are not going out, not going anywhere, doing anything, because they are ashamed to be in public, or they don't want anybody to know. And it's really weird. I took Glenn today to where I get my hair done for the simple reason that there was a gal there that I'd seen 2 weeks ago after you told me about Evolve, and I thought, she needs it. So now, every time I see somebody, I kind of look at their hair and go like, do they?
Yes.
Sure.
And can they benefit from this? And one of the questions I had, and we're going to show this product in a second, okay? Sure. One of the questions I had is where I have the thinning hair is in the front part of my hair on either side, right?
Right.
And because of a couple of things that have happened in my life, and part of it's hereditary apparently, right? And another is because of a cosmetic procedure that it's not going to grow back, is it?
Nope.
Will it get worse and worse? Could it be possibly?
Surely. Yeah,
Surely.
It could.
It could.
Could.
But with this, I can put what to help me look differently? Tell me what I can do.
Well, you can definitely use the volumizer, and I'll tell you a little bit about the volumizer. It's quite the answer to the challenge most women have faced. And if we have a second, what I'll tell you is that they've tried many things to fix the problem. Women have tried all types of liquids. They'll try cosmetic products, which make a hair shaft thicker and fuller. But as I said earlier, what would you do with 50 fat hairs? It's not going to cover the area.
Or that spray stuff I've seen on
and if you get caught in the rain, it could be a challenge.
It's going to be coming down, right?
Oh, yeah.
From cosmetic products, they went to pharmaceutical. Pharmaceutical products, for the most part, are not effective. If they are effective, it takes a minimum of 6 months for anything to show up. It's usually quite short. And what I tell my clients is any benefits I've seen here, it's usually fuzz. My clients want hair, not feathers. Feathers won't work for my clients. The third option is a hair transplant, where hair is taken from the donor section of the head, transplanted to the top. It is surgery. There is anesthesia. It's a minimum of 6 months for hair to show up, because we don't put in 12 inches of hair. And there's no guarantee it's going to take, and it's a minimum of around $15,000. So not a cost-effective way. The fourth option is a wig. Not an option. We could go to the mall, and I can pick out every person that's got a wig on. Wigs are hot. They're constrictive, restrictive, and it's normally one style, and that's all you're going to have. That's what doesn't work.
Now, Sharlee, I want you to show me what you learned, what you did. I know you're excited.
I am excited. This is my girl.
Wow.
I have to tell you, today, when I came back in the salon, I brought my girl, and of course I have her on display for everyone to see as they walk by the salon. She's in the window.
She's in the window? Hey. And she goes, what?
And so one of my coworkers came in today, and he was picking apart my cut, because that's what he does. I call him my bro worker. I'm not going to say his name.
Okay, good.
But he knows who he is. But he came in and he's picking apart the cut and he's shaking her all around and he's looking at the cut and, oh, I like the blonde and this is really, really nice, and he's feeling all over and, oh, this is really cool and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just watching him and I'm just watching him and watching him, waiting for him to say, oh, is this a wig? Is this a piece? You know, what is this? What are these lumps I'm feeling? He never said anything. He just looked at the cut and thought the cut was great and liked the blonde and liked the color combination and, you know, liked the texture and moved her around and shook her and turned her upside down and, you know, all of this and, you know, and of course he messes with me, so, you know, he did that.
Yeah.
He never saw it. I had to tell him that is my Evolve hair integration system.
Wow. Now let me ask a question here. It is, tell me, is it 2 pieces? Is it what? Tell me what it is.
Isn't that great? Because just like he said, when you're in the
Right.
mall, you can pick out every single person that has a wig.
True.
You can pick out every single person that has an extension. They think you can't tell, but we can tell. You can
Right.
tell the people who have extensions. You can tell the people that just have a few pieces. You can tell that just by looking. You can't tell.
I
and
can't
I
tell.
just shook her upside down.
I know.
You would look and just think that this is a two-tone color
Yes.
technique.
Is it-
but it's not.
But
the
it's not.
brown
The brown?
is the Evolve.
The brown is the Evolve.
The brown is the Evolve. Now, of course, she didn't have any hair issues, so she's got, she had a head full of hair around the bottom.
Right.
So we just, you know, we kind of move that out of the way, mold it to the back, and we attach the install. Did you see
Installed.
that? Did you see that?
Installed. Installed.
We install the Evolve hair integration
Right.
system to the top of the hair, and then you just blend it in with
Can I
whatever.
touch it? Can I touch
it, move it, shake it,
You
strangle
know,
her.
and that's one of the things
Do
that
whatever you like.
I want to feel, and I don't feel it.
You don't feel it
I
then?
don't
You
feel
won't.
it at all.
He never felt
won't.
it. I had to tell him.
You had
That-
to tell him where it was?
I had to tell him.
And the funny part about it is you can't see it at the top. And that was the thing that amazed me. How much will it change my look?
Oh,
And
wow.
what you're going to do with me?
That's up to you.
That's up to me.
Yeah.
The world
Okay.
is your oyster,
My
honey.
oyster.
Well,
Right?
because with the Evolve system, what it does is it takes a woman who has had little to no options.
Right.
And it brings her to the oasis of what do you want to do? Because we can cut it, we can color it, we can low light it, you can curl an iron, flat iron, round brush, heat roll to set it, you can tuck it behind your ear, you could braid it if you want to, you can put it up in a chignon if you're going out for an evening event. So basically, a woman with a wig has one look, and a woman with a volumizer has any look that she wants to wear.
Now today we did a consult on me.
We did.
Right? We did.
Right.
And you know what my problems are, right?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I have, unfortunately, scars that are on the outside of my face. So I've never been able to wear my hair back
We can fix
for
that.
five years now, which I always used to wear my hair back. I look totally different, and most of my audience knows that I had surgery. I'm very honest about it, and these are the things that I have to deal with. So, and then to find out that I was thinning hair on top of all of that, it was like, give me a break, now what am I going to do? I've had more hair pieces in the last couple of years, and the wig, and I couldn't stand to wear it. I want you to show what it looks like.
Sure.
Because that's really important.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about the system itself. Now, you're seeing a finished product here where
Right.
an Evolve system has been installed.
It's gorgeous.
Now, what makes it unique is this. First of all, this is 100% human hair.
Can I touch that?
Absolutely.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
All right. The
That's
hair
beautiful.
itself starts off as 70% Indian and 30% Chinese hair. The Indian is for softness, the
Right.
Chinese is for durability, because
Right.
we want to make sure the system lasts and a woman
Can I
has
show
durability.
this?
Sure.
I want to move this away so you can see it. So
Yes.
our audience can see it.
So, and you'll notice it moves. Now, once Sharlee did the installation of the system onto her client,
Right.
based on the most unique part of our system, this is called a polymesh hypoallergenic ventilated lightweight base. So basically, This base is very giving. It conforms to the shape of whatever individual's head we put it on. It goes in the top and crown of the head. And we normally start installation about 2 fingers back from the hairline, so you don't see anything. What I love about it, and as my clients tell me, is nobody knows I have it on. It's undetectable.
Now we can show some pictures here
Sure.
On the screen what it looks like, because, you know, before and after again. Because
Absolutely.
it's amazing what it actually evolves.
Yeah.
Right.
And what I'll tell you is that what makes it very unique as well is because it is a ventilated base. Now, I live in New Orleans, one of the hottest places in the world come July and August.
Right.
It's not hot. It's very cool. There's no perspiration like a wig is going to do. But because it's ventilated, once it's installed on the system, on the client's head, as Sharlee did, she can integrate some of the client's hair through the system. So it blends in and makes a flawless blend. So the blonde pieces you see in the top here were actually the client's hair integrated through the system.
Right.
And then we also do what we call a reverse integration around the perimeter, so it blends in totally at the perimeter and outside the client's head. What's cool about this as well, the way it's designed, is through the top of the system, every hair is hand tied. In the top, it's tied in what we call a double split knot. Automatically creates volume and fullness, so a woman can get the body she wants instantaneously with little to no styling products.
Right.
Then around the outside, it's tied in a double flat knot, totally blends into the side to help aid in the not being detectable situation.
Can you do the website one more time for us?
Yes.
Because we have to take a break.
Website is www.evolvinghair.com, evolvinghair.com.
And you can, before our break, I just want to say to go to Born Before 64, BORN, B464.com. And we'll be right back on Born Before 64.